Hey there, it's Lenny McGill with GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop right here in the Nashville studios today, and we've got some exciting Glock news. Glock has just released the new Glock 47, and there it is. Glock 47 is basically, what's interesting about this gun is it's a long slide Glock 45. Now, if you know about the Glock 45, it's basically a Glock 17 frame with a Glock 19 upper. This is basically a Glock 17 frame, kind of modified at the front here a little bit with a Glock 17, modified Glock 17 upper. But what's really fascinating about this is that they designed it so that the parts and pieces are interchangeable with a Glock 19 Gen 5. This is a Gen 5 gun. One other thing I want to tell you about the Gen 5 gun that we just saw here for the first time, I knew it was coming because they talked about it, is now they're making the MOS plate out of plastic. And you know, some people might say, well, most people take it off and put it away and don't use it anyways. But I know from as a machine shop owner that the gating item for a lot of the guns was that steel piece that they had to make and machine separately. And I'm sure someone in the factory, someone in the higher up management said, hey, that just takes too long to do. We can make that out of plastic, and people don't care anyways, and it doesn't look that bad. So there's a plastic plate there. You really can barely tell what it looks like. You can get a close-up there real quick and see it just doesn't look any different than the, well, that's a plastic one on that one too. So they really started doing plastic on all the Gen 5 MOS guns. Now, what's really cool, let's go ahead and do this real quick. So there's your Glock 47, Glock 19, standard 19. Some people have always wondered, how can I get a Glock 19 with a longer barrel or a longer slide? Well, this is it right here. We're going to go ahead and take this gun apart, pull it back just a little bit, pull down on the slide lock. Off comes the upper there. Do the same thing on the Glock 19, Gen 5. Oops. And one more time. Off it comes. Now, you'll see the frames, of course, are a little different. This is the Glock 17 frame or a full-size frame. This is the Glock 19 or mid-size frame. But what you'll notice is the grip is different, but the actual dust cover or length of the frame is the same. So that allows you to have some interchangeability, and that's what this gun's all about. Now, a lot of people say, well, why'd they do that? It's no big deal. It's not that big of an improvement, but they had a contract with some government agencies that required that they have the ability to swap and switch uppers and lowers. So now the 17 full-size lower with a smaller dust cover or smaller length overall versus the 19, same length there, but like I said, a little smaller on the grip. Now you can put the Glock 47 upper onto the 19 and have basically what you may consider a long slide 19. 19 grip, long slide. Or basically what the Glock 45 is now you have the full-size gun, oops, let's go ahead like that, onto the full-size frame with the 19 upper. And that allows you to basically, what I feel is have the perfect gun because it's concealable, it's shootable, but it's got a full-size grip, 17-round magazine, and you can really drive this thing. You know, the 19, the 26s, all that shorter grip, they have a tendency to fall off that grip a little bit. So I think this is the perfect option. And they sell it as a Glock 45. But the Glock 47 gives you that flexibility to mix and match. And that's what it's all about. Like I said, it was a government contract. You know, they're the same exact internals, same exact controls. Everything's really the same as the Glock 19 and the Glock 17 Gen 5, except now you can switch and mix and match the uppers and have a long slide 19 or a mid-size slide 17, which is also known as a Glock 45. Now, some of you are probably asking, and it's a good question, what about the guide rod? Well, you see, to make this work, Glock has to use the same guide rod as the Glock 19 in this new Glock 47. So when you go to improve your guide rod with our tungsten or pure tungsten guide rod, you're going to get a Glock 19 Gen 5 guide rod. There's the one that's coming out of the Glock 19. This is coming out of the Glock 47. They are the same, and in fact, if you look on the bottom here, you'll see the nomenclature or numbers, the markings are the same as well. So the answer to that question is the guide rod is the same for the Glock 19 Gen 5 and the new Glock 47 Gen 5. And another question you may be asking is, does the Glock 47 work with a 17 holster or a 19 holster? Well, kind of both. This is a Glock 17 holster, and look at that. It works and fits perfectly. So yes, it will fit in Glock 17 holsters. Most of them that I've tried so far, it's perfect. I'm Lenny McGill. This, of course, is the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop. We are here in Nashville. I invite you to drop down to the retail store in Nashville because it's spectacular. We've got every Glock in stock, including the new Glock 47. Thanks for watching. See you next time.